Renton always has had a great sense of pride when you meet people that are from Renton, people that live here now.
It's not your typical bedroom community. We have all different types of employment and housing, opportunities to live and work in a suburban city and not have to commute.
I enjoy the idea that I'm making a lasting and positive impact on the community.
So the comprehensive plan is the way in which the city is going to grow over the course of the next 20 years. It's required by the state of Washington. It's got all sorts of elements: transportation, land use, now a new mandatory element of climate, and how those things work together. And we have policies and sort of objectives within that. And it sets really a chart for what we look forward towards in the future and how we're going to grow. Sunset is one of the areas where we expect and plan for a lot of growth. You've seen that with some of the new parks and the library and some of the higher density housing that's being developed right now up there. Also downtown, we expect a lot of density around the landing. You've already seen some, and we do expect change over time. And then around the Rainier-Grady area, where we expect the transit center to move, and some really high density development over the next 20 years there.
A couple of the projects that we've completed this year are Hilltop Heritage Elementary School, Watershed Apartments, and Seattle Sounders Long Acres. Hilltop Heritage is a brand new school in the East Renton Highlands. It's a much needed school in an area that has a large growing community, and so it's very much needed as it's a brand new school.
House Bill 1110 was passed by the Washington State Legislature back in 2023. What House Bill 1110 requires are certain cities within the state to comply with missing middle housing legislation. It requires local jurisdictions within the state to include missing middle housing types within neighborhoods that allow residential housing. So that would require cities to include duplexes, triplexes, courtyard apartments, townhomes, alongside single-family residential neighborhoods.
The Watershed Apartments is another project that's been going on. It's been about 22 months in construction. It's anticipated that this summer will be the grand opening. It'll provide over 145 affordable housing units. In a growing area with a competitive market, there's definitely a need for affordable housing. And so this was a great opportunity to bring that to the city. So another really cool project is the Seattle Sounders Long Acres site. It's a really cool site. It not only serves just the Sounders, but also the Sounders youth teams, as well as having this ready for the 2026 World Cup. There's practice fields and lots of facilities to aid the players in health and recovery, as well as training.
Well, with Sound Transit developing a new transit center, we decided to establish a vision for the community by establishing a new sub-area plan. We developed the Rainier-Grady Junction TOD sub-area plan in response to the new transit center being developed at the intersection of Rainier and Grady. By encouraging development near transit service, we can accommodate a substantial amount of housing while minimizing impacts to traffic systems. We do this by creating compact, walkable, pedestrian-oriented areas with thriving commercial centers so that people can have less dependence on their personal vehicles and be able to get most of their daily needs within walking distance, while also having the option to use transit to access areas outside of the sub-area, as well as to enter it for that matter.
The most upcoming project will be Towns on 12th, starting construction in the summer of 2024. It'll provide 90 market rate townhome units. Kennedale Gateway, is a great opportunity to both get a good amount of residential space as well as commercial office space in one building. A major element of this project is the addition of constructing a new roundabout right at the front of the site on Lake Washington Boulevard that really should help with traffic flow as well as pedestrian safety right in this area.
We don't have a choice about the fact that we're going to grow. We've committed to 17,000 new households and about 32,000 new jobs. But where that occurs and how that occurs really is influenced by the comprehensive plan. It's really important for businesses and residents to participate and to contribute their opinions and perspectives in the comprehensive plan as we develop it and update it. And what do you like about Renton? What do you want to see preserved or enhanced? And really contributing to what Renton becomes in the next 20 years.
So you will only really see it going up and up from here, and so it's very exciting for that reason.